Hello, welcome to Flory Models Daily Vlog. Here we are on Friday, the 14th of August 2015, and well, all over the place. Great week this week, really pushed on, got a lot of things out of the way, sorting out things, and to be honest, today I'm not doing too much here. I'm sorting out all the sort of admin side of things, and I have been getting all of yours, and here they all are. This is all of your entries and your little letters and everything else out to all of you for all your medals and everything else like that. So to be honest, this afternoon I'm going to be stuffing envelopes full of all this stuff, and then the first batches will probably go out over the weekend and then early next week. As I said before, we've got so many of them to get out. I don't fancy doing a post run with a couple hundred of those, so what we're going to actually do is I'll do them in batches. So we do the US, EU, UK ones and things like that, making our way along. So as you can probably see over here, paints. Now obviously the Badger one went up this morning. Sorry it didn't go up yesterday, but to be honest it was just rendering, and well, I had the evening off, so it was pretty much get this one up this morning. Okay, not impressed. I have to be honest here. As you know, I'm an honest guy. I was given it as well, so I feel a bit guilty, but the stuff's horrible. It doesn't react like normal paints do. Watch the full review. I know it's about 40 minutes long, but I explain my reasons why I don't like it. And it's basically because I like to grab a paint and just chuck it down and that's it. And as I explained in the review for those, yes, they're very nice. And it's nice because there's no smell, very easy cleanup and all the rest of it. But from a point of view as me as a modeler and from doing commission work back in the day, I just like to grab paint and chuck it on. And at the end of the review, I show you how quickly I can do exactly the same as I did with those with a bottle of Tamiya. I just chuck it down and away we go. So to be honest, not the best. Their Stynal Res, Badger Stynal Res, I still maintain is my absolute god thing for this year. It's been a fantastic product. It works very well, and I'll talk about something else it does brilliantly in a moment. But as for their paints, I'm sorry, I just don't like them. The figure painting type stuff, this stuff here is very nice. It's got very vibrant, very clean, sharp colours and everything else. So I think for hand painting, things like that, those are absolutely lovely, but sorry, don't really go much on those colours. Now, speaking of which, when I did that review, I didn't realise these were on their way to me. I ordered these last week. I knew they were coming. I've hinted about it. But this is Vallejo's new range of metal paints. Now, here we go again. I know what you're saying. We've just had AK. Now we've got Vallejo on the game. These are true acrylics. These aren't like lacquer based and all the rest of it. There is no smell to them and all the rest of it. Now, to be honest, I've had a quick go with these and I'm on the fence at the moment. I just wanted to know how they worked, all right? So I did have a go, and I have had a spray with Buster with it. This is their aluminium color that we've put down and everything else like that. And okay, it's not like, you know, the AK Metalizer and all the rest of it, okay? Putting it on just like this, but okay, now you have to take my word for it, and I'll put a photo up so you can see this. These two are actually, one is the Vallejo Acrylic, and then the other one is actually the AK Metalizer paints, okay? So when you look at this photo, and hopefully I've got it up there and you can see it, you try and figure out which one is which, but honestly they are not the same. I know they look incredibly similar, but they're not. One of them is this guy and the other one is AK, okay? And I maintained at the time the AK stuff is probably the best looking metal paint color there is out there. Actually, on an acrylic side of it, this has actually worked really well. Now, there is problems with this. As I say, I had a quick squirt on it on Buster's bum, shall we say, and I found a problem, which is quite a large one at that, but it's something I think you can be worked with, roughly. But I took my time and sprayed this as I would a metalizer and things like that. And actually, I must admit, they are so close, I defy anybody to tell me which is which, okay? So there is the thing, and don't think because it's stuck on here, this is the actual one, because it might not be. So anyway, it was just a case of, right, I wanted to test them side by side and give them a whirl and everything else. And whilst, okay, there is a difference and there is a few drawbacks to it, these could possibly be those so-called unicorn paints I've been talking about, which is a metal paint color that actually works as good as a lacquer-based paint, okay, or certainly an enamel, things like that. These are the new ones. I say, I've got a little leaflet here. We've got some leaflets for it, and they explain and they go through it. Range of colours, as you can imagine, it's the usual type of colours. So we've got aluminium, that Dura aluminium, dark aluminium, pale burnt metal, white aluminium, chrome, copper, magnesium, steel, jet exhaust, goes on this. Semi-matte aluminium, dull aluminium, gunmetal grey, burnt iron, exhaust manifold, silver, gold. Then we've got brilliant gloss varnish, which I've got as well, because apparently you can put that over the top, and a black primer. I haven't got them all. How many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 of the colours to go through. So I've actually got the aluminium. Sorry, the labelling's a bit all over the place on these. So we've got aluminium, magnesium, chrome, steel, manifold, dull aluminium, dark aluminium, dura aluminium, and I think this is going to be the gloss colour as well. So I didn't go through the entire range because I thought we'd just have a go with these. But as I say, I have had a play with this. Semi-impressed, I must admit. I think we could have a winner here, boys and girls, so that'll be really nice. But as I said, they clean up really easy and everything else, so it'll be interesting to play. But obviously I'm not going to make any comment on this until I've done a full on test with it. So this will be my job for next Thursday, so it'll probably be up either Thursday or Friday next week, and I'm going to go right through everything of that. Now, whilst we were talking about paint, I mentioned about there's holes in the range and all the rest of it. Amazing. It's like people listen to me. I'm sure they don't. Vallejo have just released a set of colours. Now these, again, obviously we'll do the full thing on this one, but in here we've actually got the colours that are missing from their range, which is great because now we have got basically all like the gunship greys, the proper ones, and the modern sort of gull greys, ghost greys, light and dark, and all the rest of it. So as I say, we're going to have a good look at these as well. And then one of the biggest colours that was missing through pretty much everybody's range, apart from the hobby colour ones, was actually things like the gull greys. There we go, Vallejo have done them now. So down in here we can do all of those nice old ones. So we've got light gull grey, we've got insignia white, we've got dark ghost grey, dark gull grey, gunship grey, and what else have we got? Yep, that's them all the way through. And these modern ones in here as well, we've actually got colours for the Raptors as well. So we've got aggressor grey in there as well, and ocean grey, which are the Raptor colours as well. So, you know, hopefully this is filling in nicely what we're saying about gaps in my range up there. So say Vallejo's have brought these out. I do believe they're going to come out as standalones as well. Obviously I've got them in the sets. They have done other sets as well. There's things, I've just grabbed the modern ones because I'll use them, and we've got some of the others. So certainly plenty of exciting things to be going on there. But I thought I'd show you these because they literally turned up this morning and I had a quick play, and to be honest I am very impressed with them. But as I say, we're going to put them all on test next week, and I have to build something now to actually use them on. But it is very promising, and we know Vallejo Colors we don't have any trouble. AK we've had trouble with, MIGs we've had trouble with, but certainly AK we've always been fine with. So looking forward to using those. So that's it, really. Somebody asked me what all this is. This is a restoration project, which I'm doing some very close friends of mine, and it's for one of their relatives, and he built it. So I'm trying to keep this as faithful as possible to his work, but he passed recently. So I did say I would do a restoration job, which is something I used to do back in the day for doing commission works. This thing was actually, it's got to be over 30 years old. So being very careful with it. It's not my work, but I'm literally got it all apart. I was going to strip it down as basic as I can. I think it's painted in lead paint or something that stinks when you sand it, and everything else. I'm going to get this into primer, mask it out. I'm going to keep it as faithful as I can. But unfortunately, we are missing a load of bits. So I'm done the wheel wells. We're going to do them up, fill them up, do them in the up position, and then I'm going to put it on a stand and everything else like that. So you guys can follow along with that one if you want to, as we make our way through. So that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us. To say loads of stuff going on. We've got loads, as you can imagine, on the actual Typhoon this week. Next week it'll be finishes those two off. Oh, whilst I'm there, whilst I think about it, talking about display bases and all the rest of it, bargain off of eBay. So I've got a base. So this here is wood and it's got a plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm using this as my base for the Typhoon to sit on. So it's all nice. So we can put a diorama on the interior, then put it in, and then he'll sit on top of it. But this was a bargain because it's $5.99. So I thought that will do. We'll have one of those, and it was delivered, and it was next day as well. So there we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you with your great work that you finished off this week and everything else, and then I'm going to catch you all next week on Monday. So until then, everybody, happy modelling and take care.